current #1 song in the Philippines continues to kick butt and be unchallenged. They have performed it at the Wish Bus. It is the Cup of Joe and it is Multo. I thought we'd do something. I thought we'd do something rather interesting today. We got a hold of a version where you can just hear their vocals.
That's right.
And we have heard this song many times. So I thought we'd listen to their actual performance and then we'll have a closer look at what we think makes both of them quite interesting vocalists and their chemistry and timbre-wise and the reason why they're #1, at least with what we think the reason why it is. Oh, no more. This is fucking Wish Bus 1075.
Yeah, what happened?
Just straight in. I like it.
Straight in, okay. I like the intro. The intro was fun.
Look at the drip of everyone.
I know, they're freaking... I love it.
Okay. That's all a track. Yeah, it's raining outside and shit.
Yeah.
People still there.
Raining in Manila.
Indico.
They have that click. Very nice.
He brought his own pad, the drummer. Because that snare,
Yeah.
very different.
They are cramped.
But they're crispy.
They are indeed.
Wish 1075.
Very nice. Very nice.
So solid and stable. That's their merch. It says Multo.
Oh, there's no way.
That
That's
much
so
goes hard.
hard.
Yeah, to bring a drum machine and everything.
Nice. Well done.
Because it's such a linear, lovely song.
But you need to be this rested. You need to be this calm. Woo! Fabulous!
Identical to it.
It's actually, it is it is.
You need this level of discipline. And it means so much to them. You can tell.
This song is old as well. It's like a year old.
It's not new.
Nice. Well done. So good.
It's also it's also such good evidence of the OPM scene at the moment. That band music still leads in the Philippines.
I love this about Cup of Joe though, because they can do this live. This is clever. This is so good.
And they both have...
Fabulous.
Good musicians, eh?
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I love the click track for this, especially because it is a particularly hard song to keep on top of that tempo.
Yep.
They've managed to do something really awesome in terms of the musical space that they are able to fill, because they have that track that sort of has the strings and has the sound atmosphere, which I think it's really clever, especially for a radio environment,
Yes.
to sort of highlight, like fill out some of that space.
It helps.
Especially because radios are so
Dry.
yeah, they're sort of dead in the environment that you can provide musically, which is the reason why I've always really loved the Wish bus, because some of the best performances that I've ever seen ever in radio
Have come from the
happened
Wish bus.
here. So what is cool is that because they have the click going throughout, there is no way that you can either rush this or pull this back.
You do have to be immensely aware
Yeah.
and settled.
It makes also, it's a good statement, like you said, to the caliber of the musicians, right? But it also allows the singers to know exactly how much to push in terms of energy, in terms of like how much exertion they're actually exposing for this song.
We
Because
have...
you could easily rush this, you
Yeah,
know?
we have like a version of this where it's just the vocals. We don't have the original stems. It's not like Wish Bus sent us the fucking stems.
That would be cool though, no?
Yeah. But this does put into perspective somewhat, especially with the guys and the fact that he's in a radio, what it actually sounds like in their ear if they were just listening to their vocals back. Obviously, they still have the music, but this would be the closest thing we can get to somewhat of what the stems sound like.
Stem,
Yeah, an isolated vocal. And I heard little bits and bobs of this, and mate, like, these guys are fucking
Yeah, I'm
mental.
just so impressed by them.
Di na ba naman aking sukat, ngunit ba't ba ang
See, this is really clever.
pa rin? Hirap na kong intindihin. Tanging panalangin,
Fabulous.
lubayan na sana. Dahil sa bawat ngil mo ka may nakikita. Kahit saan man mapunta ay anino mo'y kumakapit sa aking kamay. Ako'y dahan-dahang nililibing ang buhay pa. Hindi na makalaya, tinatalo mo ko bawat gabi. Wala mang nakikita, haplas mo'y ramdam pa rin sa dilim. Hindi na nanaginip, hindi na makagising. Pasinde na ng ilaw, minulto na ko ng damdamin ko, ng damdamin ko. Hindi mo pa akali lisanin, hindi pa ba
This is so good.
ang hirap sa'kin, hindi na pa
I'm actually blown away.
hindi na pa hindi na makalaya, di nadalo mo ko bawat gabi.
His dynamics are absolutely brilliant.
Wala mang nakikita, haplas mo'y ramdam pa rin sa dilim. Hindi na
They've also improved
Oh yeah,
throughout their
immensely.
career.
Especially in the vocal development of everything.
ng ilaw, minuto na ko ng damdamin ko, ng damdamin ko. Hindi pa
This part is brilliant.
hindi ko pa sabay pagpapahirap sa'kin. Hindi mo ba mamata mayapa, hindi mo ba mayapa.
Wish Music on Wish.
That is so great. Okay, let's break this down, because in terms of the actual performance, 10 out of 10, speechless. There's
This is one of the best
nothing,
showings in the Wish Bus lately. I think so as well.
absolutely nothing that you can say or add to this performance.
Yeah.
Vocally speaking, so stable, incredibly well competent. It's so very well balanced in terms of what one singer provides and the other does. I think there is a fantastic chemistry in the whole band, but vocally speaking, these two guys are particularly special because they're in the same range.
Yeah, they have the
So,
same timbre, essentially. Yeah.
they essentially are doubles of one another.
Yep.
In a band setting, this is to such an advantage. It plays to such an advantage to what they can do live,
Yep.
which is basically this overlaid section towards the end of the song. It's clever, but it's also very difficult to pull off because you cannot oversing and you cannot undersing. You cannot overdo things that are outside of the arrangement, but at the same time, you cannot do anything less than that.
Yeah, you also have to be so immensely aware of dynamics because
Yes.
the risk of having two singers that have the same timbre is that it becomes redundant. And I think one of the things that they've been able to do so well throughout so many of the songs is it never feels redundant. It never feels monotonous. And this is essentially a 5-minute fucking performance.
And it's a very linear song. In terms of a song structure, this is as simple as
a
it
pop
comes.
song.
And it's actually fantastic. It plays really good statement to what a pop song should be.
Yep.
And in terms of like the whole sound atmosphere, the vocals need to be, they need to portray some of that mystifying energy, some of that mysterious thing that is going on in the lyricism. Like,
Yep.
it has to be congruent to the lyricism. However, it cannot be whispery and it cannot be flat in energy. So it needs bite, and that's exactly what these guys actually are able to provide every single time I see it live.
Yeah, and I mean, and essentially, we have gone through the lyrics before, but it is a sad song. It's not. It's not a happy ass song. You know, it's like, I have buried everything. My wounds have been covered, but why is it still here? It's so hard for me to understand. My only prayers is this will stop, because everywhere I look, your face is what I see. No matter where I go, your shadow clings to my hand. I'm slowly being buried alive.
But this is a song that could easily be sung in a way that is sort of like mournful.
That's true.
And a song that could sort of wallow a little bit if it didn't have so much of that impact that the vocalists are really putting through, the energy that the song, it's sort of taking away the dynamic of the lyricism. Because if you read the lyrics as a poetry, for example, a poetry piece,
This is
straight,
dire.
it's dire, and it's something that you want to wallow in. It's something like you want to experience in its full extent. However, the singers have done something really clever. They injected energy into it. They injected sort of desperation into it, and
I can't breathe. I can't breathe doesn't look like a slow death.
Correct.
Being buried alive is in a slow death. It's horrible,
Correct.
and you're
It's
exerting
anxious
energy, and it's
inducing,
anxious. Yeah, it's like that's exactly what the song is.
And that's it. But it doesn't fray the edge of insanity.
No.
So you're just holding on to something really for dear life. And I think everything about this song is fantastic.